There's a story that I've been examining for my Fabric of Folklore podcast. It's called Talking Eggs. And in the story, there's a mean sister and there's a good sister. And the good sister finds this old lady in the woods and she's very supernatural. And at the end, because the kind sister has been so sweet and helpful towards her, she says, I want to give you a gift and it will change your life. You go out to the hen house and you pick up all of the eggs that say to take me. And you leave all those eggs that say, don't take me. And so when she goes to the hen house, all of the eggs that say, take me are plain. And all of the eggs that say, don't take me are bejeweled. They have gold and silver and diamonds encrusted on them. And so of course she wants those beautiful ones because she's poor and she wants her life to be transformed. But she listens to the old lady and she takes the eggs that say, don't take me. And as she's doing that, she's throwing the eggs over her shoulder, as the old woman had told her. And when she's throwing the eggs over her shoulder, things, and the egg breaks, things come out of the egg. So the first thing to come out of the eggs are a carriage pulled by a horse. And then there's beautiful dresses. And then there's jewels, diamonds, and necklaces. And there's just wealth. Abundance comes out of these eggs. And of course the mean sister goes and she tries to do the same thing, but she takes the beautiful eggs and she's cursed with all of these wasps and snakes and wolves that chase her into the woods, and she runs away. But the part of the story that I think really, well, there's a lot of parts of the story that really strikes me, but the one I want to talk about today are the eggs, because the egg doesn't transform while we're holding it close to our heart. In order to go through the transformation, she has to throw it behind her back. It has to shatter. It has to break before the transformation is able to happen. And so a lot of times when we're going through difficult moments in our lives, what we want to do is to hold tight to what we know. We want to hold tight to the things that are precious to us. But sometimes it requires the breaking of the egg, the breaking of those things that we don't want to let go of in order to have the transformation, to go forward into the world as the person we want to be. And that is one of the most difficult elements of becoming a person in the world that you see yourself as, is the breaking of those things that we're holding on tight to. The letting go is incredibly difficult. And so what is something that you're holding on to that you think might be time to throw over your shoulder, not knowing what might come from it? Because sometimes what comes from it isn't the carriage and the horse automatically, right? Sometimes it takes a while for the breaking of the egg to transform into something more beautiful. In fairy tales, it happens immediately for the gratification of the reader. But in real life, a lot of times that transformation is a bog, right? We have to slog through the drudgery and the harshness and we have to go through the pain in order to get to the other side. And so I challenge you to consider what it is that you are holding on to tight, that you don't want to throw behind your back, you don't want to break. But I encourage you to consider that sometimes the breaking of those things that we're holding on to is what is required for the transformation that we're after. I'm Vanessa Y. Rogers, author, speaker, podcaster, and I love storytelling. Please tell your story because your story is worthwhile. Thanks so much.